the Middle East, Arabs spend their money trying to improve the perception of how Islam is. If we just take away the terror and the jihad, Islam will be a very nice and harmless religion. But the problem is much deeper and much worse than just jihad and terror. And that's why I'm writing my fourth book, which will come out in January. It's called Wholly Different: Islamic Values versus Biblical Values. Islam does not consider sin the way the Bible considers sin. Sin under Islam should be concealed. So it's not confession of sin as the Bible says. It's basic to confess your sin in order to be redeemed or to feel better about yourself. So Islam perceives everything very differently. Jesus came down to save us. In Islam, we must die for our Allah. So in the Bible, God sent us his son to die for us, but in Islam, we must die for our God and even kill anybody. We are guardians of his reputation on earth. So if a cartoon is made again, that makes fun of Allah, it's our duty to kill the person, to kill the enemies of Allah. Very different. Truth will set us free. That's basic biblical value. Lying and slander is an obligation under Islam. Very, very different. We have free will. If you open the Bible, you'll read a lot about, I'll set you free. Women and men, set you free. This is the basic thing in the Bible. In Islam, there is no free will. So there's conformity. The Bible wants to transform. Islam wants to conform. Very different. Changing oneself. The Bible wants us to transform, to change, to be more like God. In Islam, you cannot change. Changing is something to be ashamed of. It's against change. Self-control in the Bible. In Islam, controlling others, not self-control. So while the Bible wants us to control ourselves, to fix ourselves, Islam wants to fix others. We are obsessed about fixing others, looking at fixing the other side. Biblical prayers are a private matter. It's a personal matter. Islam is exhibitionist prayers. They love to pray in public on the street corners just to intimidate. It's a form of intimidation. Prayers, simple thing like a prayer. Vengeance is mine in the Bible. In Islam, vengeance is prescribed to you. It's prescribed to Muslims to take vengeance on God's behalf. So, as a Muslim, you are given authority by Allah to take vengeance on his behalf against who? Against the enemies of Allah. Who are the enemies of Allah? Non-Muslims. So, while the Bible is in fighting, we are not fighting flesh and blood. That's what the Bible said. We're not fighting human beings, but we're fighting ideologies. Okay? So that's what we're fighting, the ideology of Islam. We're not fighting people. But Islam is fighting actually flesh and blood. We're fighting people. Love your enemies, hate your enemies. Islam is a covenant for, the Bible is a covenant for peace. Islam is a covenant with God for war. Praising in church, we hear praising. You go to the synagogues or the churches, you hear praising of God. Peace on earth. In Islam, cursing. Cursing is very common. You cannot avoid hearing one Friday prayer without hearing cursing. Wealth creation is a basic foundation in the Bible. In Islam, seizing wealth from others is the value. That's how you create wealth. You seize it from others. 10 Commandments. Islam violated all the 10 Commandments, all of them. 7 deadly sins. Islam violated all the sins of the Bible. The family is revered in the Bible. It's God, family, country. This is the value of the Bible. God, family. In Islam, Allah, jihad. So jihad is before family values. Under Islam, the family is sacrificed for the sake of jihad. And a lot of people think that the value of a man is more important than women. But the dirty little secret about Islam is that they want the men to go sacrifice their life for jihad. So what do? They make women the enemies. Why? Not because they love the men, because they want them to go kill and get killed. So Islam has no value for nobody, the whole family, children. So family is a low priority in Islam. What's the number one priority? Jihad, and that's why men has to hate women. When it comes to feminism, even the concept of feminism, in the West, feminists are anti-establishment. They have reached even a level of being anti-Bible and anti-men, which is going overboard against the Bible. In Islam, feminism is really conforming. They are pro-establishment, pro-Sharia, and women, Muslim women who become pro-Sharia are the ones who get the best positions in the government. They go and become heads of departments in college campuses all over the Middle East, and they are even sent here they are rewarded, highly rewarded with lots of respect too. So for a woman to be a feminist in the Muslim world, she has to be with the establishment, with Sharia. And that's why a lot of people think it's women in the Middle East who are going to rebel and revolt against Islam. No. Women are another impediment, just like jihadists, because they are rewarded. Many of them bump heads with each other. Who are reporting on the bad little girls who don't cover up? It's the older women. So even Western feminism is different from Islamic feminism. We have a whole, even governments. The government, you cannot have any form of government except Sharia government, and that's why we could never have a democracy under Islam. It's against democracy. So it's in every field. And with that, I will conclude. Everything in Islam is opposite to biblical values.
Thank you, Nonie. Thank you.